So we were looking at the box score from last year, San Diego State at 36. Are you guys capable of that kind of shutdown defense again?
That would be awesome if we could do that somehow, but this is a different year. We have a different team and they have a different team.
Is this a conflict of styles going into this game? You guys want to push the tempo and they like the half court?
They are an opportunistic fast break team. If they have the opportunity, they're not going to slow it down. They'll take advantage of it. But we're always trying to force the issue to try to do that. And they play a little differently than that.
Box out, they have a ton of offensive rebounds.
You have to box out
Yeah.
because those guys are relentless on the boards. And their starting lineup right now, its smallest guy is 6'4", then they're 6'6", and then they're 6'8", and 6'9". They're very long, athletic, and ferocious on those offensive boards.
Do you get the sense your team's invested in the NIT now after that first one out of the way?
Yeah, I think so. Just, you know, that start we had before was rough. It's also finals week. You know, we normally don't schedule games during finals week in the fall quarter because we know how guys can be distracted. But whatever it was, I anticipate us coming out ready to play.
Is that length and that athleticism why they're so good defensively?
Well,
part of it.
I think they do a good job fundamentally in their defensive scheme. I think that the way they recruit, oftentimes we're in gyms and they're recruiting the same guy because they like that length and that athleticism. And you know, a guy like Winston Shepard, he's been playing that system now 4 years. Skylar Spencer, he's their all-time lead block shot leader. He's been in that system for 4 years. They've got some guys that have been in that system and have played that defense, and they know it like the back of their hand, and that makes them them really good defensively.
Is there any one person that you need to sort of zone in on? Basically, what it was Shepard that last game who had a triple-double. Obviously, that's jumps out at you, but is he the one, or is it Nell, their guard, or?
They have multiple guys that can make plays. You know, Winston Shepard, I think, obviously is the catalyst. He's a veteran. He's a guy that makes big plays for them on the glass, on defense, on offense. Trey Kell is an outstanding guard. He can really play the game. Jeremy Hemsley was the freshman of the year in the Mountain West. He's a freshman now. He's now coming off the bench, but they have a number of players that are capable of making baskets.
And is this the type of game where they only allow 60 points per game? So do you try to just get better in the half court, or do you just try to outscore them? I mean, obviously the goal is to score, but do you try to force that tempo?
We're going to always try to force tempo, but every time we don't set a screen, if we don't come off of a screen hard, if we don't have the proper angle on a screen, if we drive to the basket half-heartedly and we're not aggressive, it'll be really rough for us to score. We have to make sure that we're efficient on offense.
Having Andrew sit out so long in the last game, you got a semblance of what this team will look like without him next year, maybe? And they did really well in holding down the fort, staying in a tight game.
It's always interesting. You think that when a guy's out that, okay, this is what they're going to look like. But when Andrew's gone, there'll be an entirely different makeup in terms of who's going to do what. There's someone not averaging double digits right now that will next year. Last year, Andrew averaged 15 points a game, and he averaged 21 this year. So his role was even different. So guys will have different roles. So it's hard to say this is what we're going to look like. This is a sneak preview with Andrew's gone because the team will just be a little different.